squat pattern, again, just like a deadlift, learning how to use the hips efficiently without bending through the back. You need to get good and strong at squats before you progress into like higher level jumping work, plyometric speed work. Go ahead and just do a squat or two facing me, man. Hands in front of the chest. And again, we're going to start talking about torque and also positioning. Good, hold right there, that's perfect. He's got a totally neutral spine position. Just like in the deadlift, that is absolutely critical. Come back up for me. And now I want you to go ahead and squat down and kind of falsely round out. Good. So here he is now rounded. He's gone into flexion. That's really common with people. They'll run out of room in their hip joint, or they don't have enough room in their ankle joint, so the only way they can squat low is rounding the spine. Stand on up. Deadlifts, kettlebell swings, squatting. If you're rounding the spine under load, that will really irritate the low back, some discs and stuff. So we're going to limit the range of motion, the depth of your squat, based on how low you can squat, keeping a neutral spine. Go ahead and go again for me. Hand in front of the chest. Perfect. Cool. Right there. He just started to round just a little. I bet if we mobilized and warmed him up a bit, or he tried to get tighter, he'd be able to squat lower. That would be the depth of his squat. So again, you need to figure out where this neutral spine position stops. Don't go any lower than that. Just like deadlift, we're going to talk about tension. Okay, so we're going to go for upper body tension. We're going to start teaching with a goblet squat. So deadlift, we try to bend the bar. Front squat or goblet squat, think of trying to rip the bar apart. You're trying to tear the kettlebell apart. You're also going to do lateral tension of the legs as if he is trying to spread the floor between his feet. Go ahead and do lateral tension for me. Boom. You'll actually see that he kicks a nice arch. If you are keeping lateral tension, you're going to control the foot ankle better, so it doesn't allow collapse of the ankle. He's going to start doing some rotary tension through the foot as if he's trying to turn his feet out. So he's laterally tensioning and also externally rotating. This is to torque the hip. So 3 points of tension: arm, lateral hip, rotary hip. Go ahead and squat for me, buddy. Chest stays nice and tall. Boom, right there. Knees stay out. I should not be able to push his knees together. He's keeping a good foot arch position. Back up for me. Face me and squat for me, bro. Good. Big breath in. Squeeze. Boom, right there. Perfect. Squat a little lower for me, dude. See how he just started to round right there? So again, that's his depth position, and then back up. Cool. That's a goblet squat position. Go and relax with that kettlebell. That's where you'll generally start loading your squat. Again, go into that bottom squat position for me. And really drive your knees. Go through like maximum ankle, dorsiflexion and hip flexion. Cool. If people don't have enough room right here in this hip joint, either on the front, through the adductors, or through the hamstrings, they're not going to be able to get into this bottom position. Also, if he doesn't have enough ankle dorsiflexion, meaning if he can't get his knee over the toe, that's fine. Knees can go over the toe in a well-performed squat. But if he can't move here, that's when you see a lot of people either squatting onto their toes or they're rounding out. Go ahead and stand up for a minute. Excessively early. So again, you might need to look into mobilizations for the adductors, for the hamstrings, through the front of the hip, and also through the ankle joint. So goblet squat, held right in front. We can load a heavier kettlebell squat. So you're just going to hold that again. Yep. So big breath in, tension, all 3 layers of tension, and exhale, drive up. Good. And then in a deadlift, he would really drive the hips back. In a squat, it's more of descending straight vertically. So straight down. Notice the knees drive forward as well as the hips moving backwards. So it's equal contribution. Back up. Good. One more forward, man. Notice the chest stays nice and tall. He's not rounding forward at all. Keep some tension through this thoracic spine. Back up. Solid. Cool. Yeah. So it's right against his collarbone. It should be sitting right against his neck. Elbows need to stay straight forward. Rack for me. Perfect. 3 layers of tension. So he's squeezing the lats down. Chest is nice and tall. Good foot position. Lateral and rotational. Go ahead and squat for me, man. Boom, right there, nice and tight, and drive back up. At the bottom of that squat position, I want you to be as tight as possible. Everything is working on being in that bottom position. Go ahead. Big breath in, tight, control, drive the legs out, chest stays nice and tall, drive up. Boom. Yep, one more for me, bro. Good foot arch, good chest position. He's not rounding. Good, back up. He's only squatting as low as he can. Rapid, man. Again, he's only squatting as low as he can with keeping a totally neutral back position. He's not rounding out. You need to find that neutral position, keep it, and if you can't get lower, you're going to slowly work on mobilizing hips, ankles, spine, so you can finally get into a better low position.